not? Okay. Just do your thing.
Let's do it. We are back out of bounds on the 19th motherfucking hole here on this Monday. We are getting it in on a Monday this week.
Getting it in.
On a Monday. We did get it in at Tendy's earlier, too.
That is true.
Always good.
That is true. And beer trays.
Beer trays. How was your weekend, Jeff? Man, a little weekend recap. Let's just get into it because I know it's going to piss you off. I want to hear it, and I want you to explain it.
Weekend was fantastic.
Yeah. Okay,
it was
great.
really good.
I'm glad.
It was just good.
That's a change.
Fantastic weekend. Let me tell you a little something that happened over this weekend.
A little something happened, okay.
So I had a sewer start backing up on Friday, which turned into, I'm going to need to stop doing what I'm doing because there's a lot of toilet paper and a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, okay?
Where did it come out first? The downstairs?
Downstairs floor drain. Yep, that was floor drain. That was it. It's in the basement floor drain. You got a basement, you got a floor drain.
That's a good spot for you. Yeah. It's not finished, and you know what I mean? It's not finished.
Right. Not finished. You know what's going on.
You know what?
Look.
Yeah. I've been
there. What's happening.
I've been there.
Real quick. You know what's happening.
Yeah, I've been there.
And it's,
It's not good.
Not good at all. Not good at all. Well, it's especially not good when, you've got a long ways to go down my road to get to the street. Now, why, I didn't build this house, of course. Somebody else did this. But why they would not put this house on a septic is beyond me. It's beyond me. You should have. You really should have put this on a septic simply because of how far down the street you have to go to get to the sewer. It's about 1,200 feet from the house to the street. So imagine that. They've got 1,200 feet of sewer line out of the house, down the hill, down the street. Not only just down the hill, down the street, but get your machete ready because it's in the woods. Okay?
Get your machete ready. I love that.
I mean, don't make it easy on a guy.
No.
No. Make it difficult.
I'm surprised you. Well, you said you found him because you was cutting grass and seen him.
Yeah, two of them.
It's not like
one at the top of the hill,
marked or anything. They're hidden.
One at the top of the hill, one towards the bottom of the hill. So I could get, I could clear out a good 300 feet probably about 300 feet. Could clear that out, and that would be fine. But it was an excruciating time. And I think you know why. I think I've explained it to you, but I'll explain it to our listeners. So,
yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's real funny. It's real funny.
It all comes back to that karma thing, man. You kind of,
Oh, really? You won't play that game? You won't play that game? Well, here's the karma thing. I buy all these pressure washers.
Yeah.
For the company.
Cheap ones, electric ones.
Some are electric and some are gas. Okay? I tend to go with the cheaper ones that are electric. Why? Because they're easier to maintain. You don't have to do anything.
Well, they don't really work.
You don't have to put gas in them. You don't have to do oil. It's not a combustion. It's like a drill, basically. You just put the battery in, you hit the gas, go. Should be pretty simple. I got one at my house, 2 in the shop, another gas one in the shop to go along with the other gas one that's in the shop. So the one at the house, there's no chance of that one working. That's electric. Not going to work. Not going to happen. Why do I need that? I need it because I need to jet the line.
All right. You've already tried to auger.
Yeah, I've already tried to auger. So why do I need to jet the line? Well, that's the next thing to do. And why am I going to do it myself? Well, because whatchamacallit's wanted $1,600 for the first 2 hours, which you can suck it. Okay?
By the way, we should start jetting lines.
If you're going to get $1,600 for the first 2 hours, I mean, when I talked to the guy on the phone, and he called me on Saturday, because of course it's still backed up. Didn't get it done on Friday. Didn't get it done on Saturday.
So hold on a second. You had a house full of girls.
No. They left. They went to Nana and Papa's.
That's why I see blankets.
That's why you see the blankets and the pillows out here, because they stayed with Nana and Papa over the weekend.
Gotcha.
No, just if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to drive up the hill to the shop. Go to the bathroom. That's what I did. Some others didn't. But that's what I did. Yeah, I drove up here so I could go to the bathroom. Why? Because I don't want to dive into the shit I just took. Okay? Because that's essentially what I'm going to do if I take a shit in that toilet. I'm going to go right back into diving into it. So the auger line didn't work. Wasn't long enough. The auger line wasn't long enough. 100 foot, that's a lot of auger line.
That is. That's
unless you're attaching more line to it and you're going and going and going, but nobody does that. So what they do is they tend to jet lines when they get over that 100 feet mark. Cool. So I call the place. The guy answers me back. Calls me back. Because I called him on Friday night. They called me on Saturday. They asked me what's going on. Tell him what's going on. He says, how many feet do you have? And I said, well, how much jet line do you have? He says, I got about 400 on the truck. Okay. I said, can you attach another 800 to it? And he says, well, I got 400. I could probably put another 400 on it. We can get about 800 feet. I said, yeah, that's probably not going to work. But hey, while I got you on the phone, why don't you go ahead and tell me how much it would cost for me to not have to sweat my ass off all Saturday and a portion of Sunday for you to come on out here and do this. And the first thing he says is, are you sitting down?
So he already knew. That's crazy. He already knew the price was messed up.
Oh, yeah. He says, are you sitting down? I said, just hit me with it, buddy. I know it ain't cheap. Hit me with it. So he gives me that number. And I said, thank you for the phone call.
Yeah.
I'll keep your information for
never.
Because that's not going to happen.
So I'm sorry to hear that, but I've been through that too myself.
So what do I have to do? I got to buy a jet line. Buy a jet line. End up having to buy another pressure washer. Why? Because the 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that I have, clearly nobody can maintain them. Nobody knows how they work. Yeah. So I end up going and buying a pressure washer on Saturday night. Okay. After, mind you, this is after all day of running. When I mean running, I mean getting a pressure washer doesn't work. Coming to the shop, getting another pressure washer, going home doesn't work. Coming to the shop, getting another pressure washer. We did that numerous times.
Yeah.
Numerous times.
Well, at least you got to use the bathroom while you're here.
Yeah. Well, might as well drop you a deuce while you're in here. Have at it. Go to the store on Friday night. Pick up another pressure washer.
Brand new ski.
Brand spanking new ski, baby. To where I could just hook this jet line right up to it and just run her on out.
Run her on out.
Piece of cake. So you know how it is. It's Friday night. It's about 8 o'clock. I'm already 3 sheets to the wind. Okay? I couldn't go get this pressure washer. I had to have somebody go get it for me. Bring it to me. Okay? When they bring it to me, they say, hey, the box looked a little fishy.
Oh, shit. That ain't good.
I said, the box looks good. Looks fine. No problem. Fill it up with oil. Fill it up with gasoline.
Ooh.
Pull the cord. Nothing. Pull the cord again. Nothing. Pull the cord another 480 times.
Did you have it turned on?
Yes, it was turned on. Everything was fine. It didn't work.
So 480 pulls didn't get it.
Brand new. Huh. Right from the store. Even had that big green sticker on there that says tested.
That's
from the engine manufacturer, and it was horse shit. So
they had to take that back
Sunday morning. Took that back.
Good God Almighty.
Whole place smelling like sewage, dude.
Oh,
it's bad. It's bad. Fans blowing air out the window in every spot you can get. Because it just stinks. It stinks like sewage. There's sewage back up.
Bad, dude. I've been
Turds
there.
floating everywhere downstairs. Toilet paper everywhere. God knows what else them kids have put down the damn thing.
Yeah.
Hell, there's probably a hand down there I don't know about.
Barbie
beer bottles, Barbies. Whatever they can get a hold of was going down the toilet.
Ass.
Yeah, whatever fell out of his ass goes in a whole chicken. So I get there, I get to the store, I get the same exact model, same exact one. Why? Because I'm just going to exchange it. And I'm going to hope for the best.
Yeah.
Exchange it. Get this box. This box looks a little fishy.
Oh, Jesus.
Looks like somebody done returned both of these. Doesn't matter. It's the last one they got. I'm going to give it a shot.
Why didn't you go to the Arbor Freight place?
Why? Because I didn't.
All right.
Okay. Because I didn't. Why didn't I do that? Because the one that the part broke on came from the Harbor Freight.
Gotcha.
So I was a little pissed off about that. So go and get a name brand one. Came back, filled it with oil, put a little bit of gas in this time rather than.
You didn't want to waste all your gas.
I didn't want to waste all gas
Okay,
filling it up.
Start. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Started it up, boom, fired right up. Jetted those lines, blowing crap everywhere.
Oh yeah,
literally, let it crap out of everything. Crap, all over the place. But finally got it done.
Broke free. Good man.
Hope it broke free. That's all we can hope.
Back to normal. Everything's flowing now.
It was running like a son of a gun. But I mean, it is 1,200 feet, man. I can only go so far with 200 foot of jet line. But it was flowing and wasn't backing up, and I put that thing in the pipe. I probably let it run water afterwards after I cleared it out. Put it back in the line. Probably let it run for a good 20 minutes, just blowing water. And I mean, that thing drops 14 gallons a minute of water. So hopefully everything.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had such a rough weekend, but I am, man. Oh. If you'd have called me, I probably wouldn't have came and helped.
I don't think anybody would have.
You could have called and you just bitched at me.
I could have, but I was so frustrated, I wasn't even talking to anybody.
That's how mad you were?
That's how mad I was.
Oh, boy, I know how that is.
I even felt like I wanted to push the dog in the pond when he was next to me. But he was barking at the machine that didn't work, which upset me even more because it didn't work, and I don't know why you're barking at it.
Yeah.
Because it's not working. I might as well just push you in the pond because I'm frustrated. But I didn't.
Take it out on you.
I wasn't going to do it. Couldn't do it to him.
Glad you did, man.
But yeah, that was the fun happenings. Besides that, Smish Mosh set itself on fire.
You
late at night. Mind you, this is after
oh God.
37 summer shanties.
Well, you love eventful, so you had a good weekend.
Couple mixed drinks.
You love eventful.
Buddy, it was a day. And we got a lot of work done in the apartment barn. Because I would get frustrated with the whole pressure washer thing. And I would say, screw it, I don't care.
Take it out on,
I don't care.
Take it out on working myself to death.
If I have to wash and poop in the pond, I'll do it. Why not?
It's nothing for a guy like you. I don't know if
right there.
Is that why everybody left?
Yeah. Pretty much. They saw me strolling in. He's going to shit and wash his ass at the same time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Smish Moss set itself on fire. Got his leg on fire. Wasn't bad, though. The worst part about it was that I had a 5-gallon gas can that he decided to let that catch on fire as well.
What do you think? How many times he set himself on fire in the bed?
Yeah, we were talking about that because look, he bought himself another Carhartt shirt from Lowe's.
Okay.
And I asked him this time, I said, are you going to drop your cigarette in the pocket of this one like you did the last one after he had it for like 3 days?
Yeah.
Just fell asleep.
He's known for falling asleep with lit cigarettes in his mouth. My God, this guy.
Look, he said the hole in his comforter is about the size of a basketball. It's a burn mark.
His leg sticks out of it. Why is this left leg cold all the time?
That's exactly why.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man.
It was an eventful weekend. It was a tiring weekend because of all that.
I'm sure.
Wore me out. All that
running and frustration, man.
The frustration just wears you the fuck down.
It does.
Wears you down.
It really does.
Yeah.
I didn't have any really frustration over the weekend, man. So I'm wide awake, man.
That's good. I'm glad.
Got me some naps in.
You got you some napskis?
Got me some napskis. Napskis is always good. Spend a little time with the grandkids. We go to this. There's a few Krogers around our way.
Yeah.
There's one that we try to avoid because it's. I'll tell you, you know how they're reamping all these Krogers around, around the area. This one's never going to get
marketplace.
This is never going to get that.
Is this one out in Goshen?
Yes, sir.
I know that one. That one's been there for 100 years.
Yeah.
Been there for a long time.
I'll tell you
it's
what,
about
man.
like the IGA down the street from my house.
It reminds me of an IGA.
Yes,
it really does.
It does.
Because of the people that go there mostly.
It was probably an IGA at one point.
Probably right.
Or
Thriftway.
Remke.
Remke.
Or
maybe.
Thriftway.
Or Thriftway. We went there to get some chicken, which, I like Kroger's chicken. It's good. But every time we pass this place,
Rotisserie chicken?
it reminds me of this thing that happened to me there, man. So one day we're at the grandkids. Wife says, go to Kroger and get milk. Right?
Yeah.
Not to mention, no, we won't get into that. Never mind.
Not to mention what? Not to mention what? Come on, man. Why are we going to get into it? Let's
Someone's
get into
like, to me, it's just a different generation. They raise these kids on soy milk.
On soy milk?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried soy milk?
No, but I'm sure it tastes probably like milk. I've tried almond milk and stuff like that.
What's almond milk taste like?
Well, if you get like the French vanilla, it tastes like
melted
ice cream.
My coffee in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. That's a little. I mean, it is what it
melted
is.
Melted ice cream. Oh shit!
It's like you're drinking a milkshake.
Oh god, it tastes like melted ice cream.
Anyway, so that's whatever. It is what it is. That's their kids. It might be better for them. I'm not sure.
You want to talk about the soy milk?
Nah, I mean my stepson's like he loves a good conspiracy, man. He loves it. He listens to the podcast, and he'll tell you, whatever. It's just different for me because that's not the way.
Well, it's not how you were raised.
Yeah, we had powdered milk, dude. Sometimes.
Yeah, powdered milk, dude. Yeah.
Anyway, so I go to this Kroger's one time to go get him some soy milk.
Mm-hmm.
And on my way in, I see this little fat lady yelling to beat hell at her husband or boyfriend or whoever.
Just giving him
the blue. He's walking away from her, and she's calling him a bitch. And
dang!
he's walking away from me, stand up like
wait,
a man.
Wait. This is in the IGA Kroger?
This is in the parking lot.
Oh, it's not inside. Okay.
So, of course, that kind of drama gets my attention.
Yeah.
I'm looking over.
I love that shit.
Go in, get the milk, come out. Now they're sitting up by the front entrance. There's a picnic table.
Mm.
And she's still giving him the blues. And she gets up in his face and smacks him a couple times.
Dude.
And I'm like, hey, bitch, like, quit hitting on him.
Well, you called her out?
Huh?
You called her out?
I called her out.
You did.
I felt bad for the guy. I did. Actually, I felt bad for the guy. I'm like,
you put your belly in
like,
that
it'd
business?
be different if he turned around and smacked the shit out of you now, wouldn't it? And you know what this bitch says to me? Don't you mind your business, fat boy. And she was a bigger woman too. Oh, and it hurt me. I didn't know what to say. I was like, bitch, I'm going to get my wife, and then she's going to kick your ass.
Oh, it hurt me. She hurt my feelings.
That's a true story.
Yeah, I believe that.
Mind your business, fat boy. What are you going to do?
Fat boy.
Fat boy.
So these are the kind of characters.
So that's why I never really want to go back to that place. I'm scared to run into her.
It's gonna
It's embarrassing in front of my wife.
I don't want to get smacked in front of my wife.
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's.
Did you go? Did you make it? I mean, did you?
We made it. Well, I had my wife with me. I was holding her hand the whole time, looking over my shoulder.
You brought the muscle with you.
Yeah.
I brought my muscle this time, just in case some lady was beating on her old man out there.
Help me help her.
Yeah.
Help him help you.
Oh shit!
So we got to Anyway, that's just a little story that kind of I was thinking about over the weekend when we were at Goshen Kroger. God, I hate that place.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh
Did get to play a little golf yesterday at Old Hickory Woods.
You did? You went to Hickory Woods?
Went to Hickory Woods, man. I started out pretty good with a 41.
Really?
Putting pretty good.
Okay.
Hitting not off the toe as much.
Yeah.
And then it just went to shit. Them shanties kicked in.
Oh, God.
It was hot.
But they go down like water.
I could not get off the tee. I was bogeying everything because I couldn't get off the tee.
Really?
can't get off the tee, hook left, middle of the green, make a putt or miss, 2-putt or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there towards the end, I just couldn't do anything.
Really?
I don't know, man. It's just something that happens with me, and I don't know if
what
it
time
ever
did you
happens
play
to you.
on Sunday?
It's like,
About noon.
huh?
About noon. What time did you play?
It was 10:48.
That's 10:48. That's early for you.
Yeah, it was good. Has this ever happened when you're out there and like you hit a couple bad shots and then you don't know what the fuck's really going on with your swing?
Yeah.
Like it feels so uncomfortable. That happened to me. And I'm like, golly, what is going on here?
That happens. It's often.
Too much thinking, I guess. You know what I mean? And then you duck hook off the tee 3 or 4 times, then you expect it. And you do it even worse trying to fix it, man.
Yeah,
And
it happens.
It got in my head. It did get in my head.
We'll get in your head. It's the same thing that we talked about, a couple weeks ago with the chairman. Once things get in your head, it's hard to get them out, man. It's hard to get them out.
I think it's shot at 89.
Well, especially if like a week or two before that, you're hitting everything fine off the tee.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, what the hell? What happened?
You got to get up there and not think, man. And that's what I was thinking way too much.
You weren't holding the finish.
I was holding the finish.
I doubt it.
When it was a good shot.
Yeah, exactly. See, you got to hold the finish every
I had
time.
a couple club twirls that day, man. I had some good crispy irons and some wedges.
JT club twirl?
I had a couple good wedges, man.
Really?
Like shocked me, but.
Did you take the hippo? Did you get the hippo out? And
no, I did not. I took my clubs. Rental clubs that you're using. It's a good day. It got hot, though. I mean,
it was hot.
It was hot. I was sweaty. There was a little breeze in the beginning, which was perfect.
I was sweaty and covered in poo.
Man.
And man, getting that jet line out was slippery. Whew. Slick.
No gloves either, did you?
Nah.
We don't need gloves.
We don't need gloves for my poop. I was more concerned for Smishmosh, but he was going gloveless.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, what surprised me is Lane shows up. You know Lane. Yeah. He showed up on Friday. He looks at Josh and he says, you're walking through shit, Josh. And
he said, I had no idea.
No, he looks at him. He says, well, yeah. Aren't you a plumber? Yeah, I mean, good gosh, everybody knows that when you're a plumber and you just start out, if you start out for a company, those are the jobs you get. You get the shit jobs.
Oh yeah.
You get to clean. You get to clean out.
You get backups. Clean.
You get to clean out sewer lines for the first 5 years.
Yeah, it's not good. It's bad news.
It's bad news.
It's bad.
Make sure you always have your rubber boots and you always have your gloves and you always got hand sanitizer, bud, because you're going to get in the shit.
Yeah,
it's just how it is. It's how it goes. But I thought that was funny as hell. Aren't you a plumber?
Yeah. My sewer line down in the basement would back up all the time. There was like a break.
Yeah.
Where it wide or whatever. Yeah. And I knew exactly where it was at. And bless my stepson's heart, man. He was flushing baby wipes and shit. And I told him not to do this from the beginning because the granddaughter was there. A lot more
stuff's going to back up, yeah.
And I'm down in my basement covered in shit trying to auger this out, man. And he comes down there, is like, you okay? Whatever. I was like, no, I told you. Not to be because there was baby wipes on the end of the auger.
Yeah, dude.
So I told you not to do this, man. Look at this. You know what he says to me? Yeah, good luck with that. And walked up the steps.
Damn!
Well, I started to chase after him and slipped in shit. God, I was so mad at that.
Oh, I bet.
Ugh.
I bet. Good luck with that, yeah.
Good luck with that.
I bet.
I told his mom on him is what I did. I was like, you know what your son said to me?
I told his mom on him.
Because that's how I had to play it, dude.
Yeah. All the time.
Our biggest fights was over him.
Yeah.
And so finally I said, you know what? I'm telling on him. I'm telling you everything. I started doing that. She's like, quit telling me everything.
I'm telling on him.
You.
I'm not dealing with anything.
I'm not dealing with it.
I'm just telling on him.
She'd call me and say something about something he did or whatever. I'm like,
not my problem.
I'm out of it.
Yep. Yep, I'm not getting involved.
And that helped a lot because we used to fight. I mean, one of our biggest fights was over him.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
I mean, it went both ways. I would stick up for him in some situations, especially when she was holding a damn fucking coffee table over his head. But anyway. I'm glad I woke up for that.
Yeah. Hey, we don't need to do this. Let's not do this. He didn't make that big of a mistake.
It was what he had said, and he's good at saying the wrong things
clearly,
at the right time.
Clearly he is, because you were deep in the shit.
Absolutely. Love you, buddy.
You know what? Now that you talk about that, it's also why I don't know why these like dude wipes and feminine wipes are like a huge deal. Like, people love them things, but they're
I'll
tell you what, if you're a plumber, or you know anything about a septic or a sewer line, like, they'll tell you all day, every day, don't do it.
Even if they say disposable.
Man, they are not.
Do not.
God, don't put them in there.
No. Don't
put them in there. Like, Jesus.
It's bad news, and it could be costly if you don't know what you're doing or have the right equipment. You got to call. Like, if you had to call them people.
Oh, yeah.
A normal person's going to have to pay that because they don't know any different.
Yeah, you're going to pay almost $2,000 to get somebody to come out there and jet your sewer line.
And then clean up after.
Yeah.
Serve Pro or. Yeah. Not to shout them out, but, I mean, they're going to.
But, I mean, for real, they're going to charge you a fortune because it's remediation work, man.
Yep.
It's flood work and remediation work, and they get paid a lot of money to do it. And they get paid a lot of money to say it's a biohazard. Because it is. It's waste.
It really is. And
it really is. But, I mean, it's mine, so I'm going to get knee deep, knuckles deep, elbows deep.
Get knocked deep in that shit, man.
Get knocked deep in there. Hell with it. I stick my hand down the sewer line and auger it with my arm.
Yeah. Mine would do it like every couple months, and then finally I got a hold of a guy that was like, hey, man, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
And he did it pretty cheap, man. Actually, him and 2 Mexicans was done in one day. I was like,
that's good.
Fuck, man, you just made a lot of money. Yeah. But you're saving me
a fortune.
Yeah, I would have paid you double for the frustration, the aggravation, and the smell to be gone.
Absolutely.
Because it was like a nightmare, dude. We'd come home from a week, you never knew what was going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, any of our listeners, hey, if you have an old house or an older cast iron floor drain, all I can suggest is pay the money to have it cleaned out every 6 months.
I agree.
Get it done. It's going to cost you a couple $100, but in the long run, it's really going to save you because it's a lot of money to get that stuff replaced.
You got to take up a whole basement floor.
Yeah, you're busting up a whole floor of concrete.
Digging up your yard.
Yep.
It's a lot of money.
It can get costly.
Yeah.
It can get costly. And I'll be honest with you, plumbers are cheap, no matter what. They're not cheap. If you might know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy, but that's few and far between. It really
Very
is.
true. Very true, man.
Get your stuff cleaned out. Just like Chris cleans out his stuff.
My stuff stays pretty clean.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. Pretty fucking interesting.
If you watched last week's episode, he gets his stuff cleaned out.
I get it washed out pretty frequently nowadays, man. It's not bad. Makes for a good date night.
Yeah, it does.
Little candles.
Fresh, wide open.
Candles.
Wide open.
Little waterfall, like natural waterfall music in the back.
Yep.
Valhalla. Valhalla. Pretty cool fucking weekend, dude. Weekend golf for this. A lot of shit went down.
And
it was very fun to watch. Very cool golf course.
If you didn't get to watch it, you missed out.
You missed out. You definitely missed out.
You really did. You should. If you didn't turn it on Sunday and at least watch the last hour of it,
yes,
then you missed yourself one hell of a tournament. Really.
It was very fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
It was really good to watch. There was a lot of stuff that went on.
A lot of weird stuff.
Like even before the tournament started, or even during, there was a lot of stuff that went on. Man, some high profile impact.
Yes.
Impact news. Some things happened there. And we talked about it last week because we didn't do our podcast until late, that we had found out that McIlroy, filed for divorce.
Yes, he did. After 7 years.
7 years. And I think we had discussed before, they do have a kid together, right?
Yes. Poppy.
Hoppy?
Poppy.
Like the Trolls.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they got that from.
Pretty much. Maybe.
You never know.
He did file for divorce and won the next golf tournament.
That's true.
Last week.
That's true. And he wasn't playing bad at all in this one until Saturday. I think he had a rough day Saturday, which set him back. Set him back quite a bit on Saturday. But it's the way it goes, I guess, sometimes.
So, I mean, before we even talk about Scottie Scheffler arrest, it was tragic. It was tragic news that somebody that was going to that golf tournament got hit.
Yeah, it was.
And that's kind of what spurred, this whole probably traffic jam for one thing.
Yeah.
Still dark, raining.
It happened super early in the morning when I think that person worked for one of the vendors at Valhalla.
Yeah, I think maybe was he working there?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was a patron.
No, they work for somebody, and they're not patrons there.
No, I mean I thought he was he was going there to watch it.
Yeah, they're still not patrons.
What are they? No, patrons.
Yeah, patrons are at the Masters.
Oh, that's the only place they call them patrons?
That's it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, because I didn't know that. Bang. I'll never make that mistake again. But that was tragic that happened, and shout out to their family, man.
And you're going to like it. What about my asthma? I'll give you asthma.
Bad situation. Cops are probably on high alert. It was dark. Not really. I mean, the cop says he got drugged. There was a guy from ESPN behind saying not really true.
Come on.
Yeah. Scottie Scheffler got arrested.
They also said that the officer had to go to the hospital for
They did say that.
And
they
bruising.
did say that too. I think they just did that to try to cover their ass.
You know they did.
To me, this is a good case of there's just fucking idiot cops out there, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me and you both have met them. Both have dealt with them. There's some guys that shouldn't be cops, to be honest with you.
No, they take
They don't have the attitude for it. They don't have the patience.
Just take it too
They
serious.
don't have the people
skills. They
people
don't
skills.
have
They don't have the people skills.
Well, I get it.
This is going to go away.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is going to go away.
He's not going to get charged with anything.
Yeah.
Why would he? Why would he be charged with anything? It was a mistake.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything that he was doing on purpose.
I mean, do you think there was a phone call to somebody higher and said, "Hey, Bob, we fucked up"?
There was multiple of those phone calls. Multiple of those phone calls.
Yeah,
It probably went all the way up to the damn governor of the state.
Probably to the damn governor of the state.
I don't doubt it
That
for
doesn't
one
surprise
second.
me at all.
And once the police chief heard about it,
Andy Bashir, is that who it is? I think
his first call would have been to the mayor
Yeah.
to tell the mayor what was going on. Then that mayor would have called some state rep, and that state rep would have called the damn governor and said, "Hey, this has got to get fixed.
We
got
got to fix this now.
We got the world #1 golfer on ESPN in Louisville,
in handcuffs.
and we look like idiots.
Yes.
We look like idiots.
They looked like idiots doing that. They did.
What are we doing here? And then you think about it like, man, that course is beautiful on TV.
Oh, it's
God.
so cool to look at, man.
But you think about that, and you think about what they're thinking in the back of their head. They haven't had anything at Valhalla since what, 2014, I think? It's been 10 years since anything's happened there. And all I can think in the back of my mind is these guys just screwed it up for another 20 years.
Yeah.
Never going to come back here because of what happened.
I agree with you, and I was thinking of the same thing. Like, man, these guys really... They showed that they can't put an event like this together or something.
Never going to put their players in another position like that. Even the Players Association are going to be like, we're not going there. Not after what they did to him. He's the world #1 golfer. What if I was the world number 57? Nobody knows about me because I'm world 57.
He's still in jail.
Okay? He's straight up. If you were a guy who wasn't supposed to make the cut, you're just there on some wild card bullshit, you're still there.
You're still in jail.
You're still there. But that was the #1 golfer in the world.
What do you think they realized what they had done? Because the cops had arrested him, and the guy was like, one said, he's going to jail. There's nothing you can do. You think it was when they got him back to the station and there was like a golf ban?
He was getting calls when he was on his way. Because you got to think, when those guys call that stuff in, they call it into the dispatch.
Yeah.
Guarantee you that dispatcher knew that name. Or when they started running information on him, something happened.
Well, Scottie did say there was an issue with them finding out his identity because of his ID was from a different state or something stupid like that.
Yeah, he gave him his PGA Tour members card.
That's how it was. That's enough. That's enough, really. That should be good anywhere in the world.
Here, guy.
Yeah, this is me, obviously.
Here's my license. Here's my PGA Tour card. Please look that up. I got to tee off in 48 minutes.
And he did make that tee time.
Of course he made the tee time because, look.
Said he did some stretches in the jail cell for the first time. Let's just be honest,
guys. If he didn't make that tee time, shit would have hit the fan.
They would have flew a fucking helicopter to
shit would have hit the fan.
One of the owners of that golf course personally went and picked him up.
Did you not hear that? Like, shortly after that, did you hear about a delay in...
Oh, 100%.
Did you hear about it?
The rain delay?
Rain delay?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? There was a rain delay.
They would have made a fucking fog delay if they had to.
Oh, God. They just told you. They put the holes on the wrong spots of the green, and we're going to have to redo this shit tomorrow.
We got.
Wait. It's Friday. He ain't getting out till Monday. We're going to wait till Monday.
He went through all that shit, got out of jail, shot 66.
They did.
Didn't have enough quite to make it, to win this tournament. But Xander Schauffele finally did it, man.
I know. The boy you talked so much shit about last week.
About Xander?
Man, you were talking shit last
I'll tell you what, man, I'm a big fan now seeing that he can close out.
Buddy, and everything changed for me with him.
Yeah.
It really did because, he was always like on the cusp.
And never closing out.
Couldn't close out and would always have a hard time finishing.
Yep.
And, you could see it in the very last putt that he made. He used every bit of that cup.
He used every bit of that cup.
Every bit of that cup.
And like we were talking about, I had no idea he could drive the ball so far.
No, not at all until I watched him. And I haven't really ever watched him close. I've watched him.
Right.
He's been in there, up in the lead, or he's been in the top 5, in the top 10. Guys, he's a great golfer, clearly.
He's a great golfer, and I think he's going to take his next step up here, man.
I hope he does. I hope
he does. Big time win, man. Big major like that.
It's not just
tough golf course.
It's not even a big time win. He broke the record.
Oh yeah, he had them.
He broke the record.
Yeah.
20 under is the lowest under round ever.
What is
20? 20 is the lowest, and there were 4 people that had tied for that at 20, and he broke it yesterday at 21.
That's pretty.
So he has the lowest score ever for a major championship.
He's in the record books for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys did go low, though. Lower than what I thought, faster than what I thought.
Me and you both. I did not think they were going to go this low at this golf course.
I didn't think so either.
Maybe it's because of the rain.
I think the setup really...
Did you see some of the mud balls they had to hit?
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they didn't let them lift clean in place that,
Yeah, I know.
Because some of them were pretty bad.
Some of them were bad. Some were bad. And it's... I don't know if the rain would have held off and it would have been wet, maybe things would have been different score-wise. But, these guys took total advantage of it.
Yeah, they beat the hell out of that course.
Yeah.
Yes, they
did.
They
really tore it apart. They tore it apart.
My pick, head case Wyndham Clark, didn't even make the cut.
No, he didn't make the cut.
We did have the chairman pick Keeks Bradley.
And he did well.
Sailboat Keeks did well. He did do well. And your boy JT Shimmy, he really wanted to win this thing. I know he did.
He did, man. I saw him finish the 18th.
Yeah.
And you could just see the disappointment in his eyes, but then the thankfulness that he had.
Yeah.
Because the crowd, after he holed out, it sounded like Tiger winning a major.
Well, there's only 3 golfers that I know of that are from Kentucky, ever.
Well, I'm sure there's more than that, but that you know of, yeah.
Yeah. You got your JT, JB Holmes, and Kenny Perry.
Yeah.
And that's it that I know of.
Well, I'm sure there's more, but whatever. I haven't really looked into that.
Kentucky's not like it's not like it's California or Florida,
Well, right. It's a Midwest state, so you don't have golf year round.
No, you do not.
So generally, you don't have a lot of people coming out because they can't play golf year round. You get a lot of football players and a lot of baseball players.
You can nowadays because we got these simulators popping up left and right everywhere.
They're all over the place.
And we should have jumped on that when we thought about it before everybody. We never did put that to work, did we?
No, we didn't. We did think about that a long time ago.
Yes, we did.
A long time ago. They are popping up. Hell, the place we even looked at moving to.
Yeah.
It turned into a golf simulator
They did
place.
turn it into a golf simulator place.
Good for them. I hope it works out. That's expensive rent over there.
Yeah, it is.
They want too much money.
Did like to see Bryson DeChambeau play, man. I really wish he was on the tour because he's fun to watch, man.
He's a great golfer.
Yeah, he is.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's really a great golfer. And he's done some different things here in these past couple of years that have made me like him more. Even though he jumped to live, like we had talked about it before, when he did he does those YouTube videos.
Yeah, he does.
And he just wants to teach kids how to play with the YouTube videos. And it's really cool.
Yep, he's got personality.
This guy's a professional golfer. And let's be honest, any of these guys, if somebody comes up and asks him for a lesson, yeah, they're going to help you out for a minute. But other than that, pay me my money.
Pay me my money.
And I'll help you. That kind of thing. But this guy takes time out of everything that he does. And he's making YouTube videos and trying to help kids play golf, which I think is super, super cool.
It's fun watching him play, man.
But I tell you, man, when I watched him play and I watched him play the final 8 holes. And I mean, the attitude, the drive, and the will. This guy wanted it so bad. So bad. And I like to see that.
Me too.
I love seeing that.
Me too.
Especially because a lot of times you don't get to see it out of golfers.
No, they're emotionless, man.
They're not emotionless. They just try to keep everything right here.
That's the thing.
Keep it right here between the shoulders, baby.
Tiger Woods is the first one I see that with the fist pump and pumping.
No, they would pump when they won. When they
won. I'm talking about, now you see it when people chip in and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
You get a fist bump,
Just kind of like every sport has changed. Golf is the one that just takes the longest.
It is an old man sport, man. It's so old-fashioned.
It's not that it's an old man sport.
Bullshit.
It's just,
any tournament you watch and you see who's behind the tournament, it's some old-ass white guy.
well, yes, that is true.
All of them old guys, man.
That's very true. And they need some fresh blood. I'll give them that.
Yes.
They need fresh new blood because, and it's also so individualized.
It is.
I don't have a team behind me. When I fist pump and I piss you off, I don't have a team behind me that's got my back.
Right.
Out here on the course. If I come up into your face and I put a finger up in your face, I don't have Draymond Green throwing a right hand over my shoulder trying to hit you. It's a big difference. There's a big difference in this game.
I like to see a little emotion.
I like the emotion. I like more of the hunger and the will.
Yes, that's what I mean. The
what
passion.
I like. Yes.
I want to see passion. I
like the passion.
Yeah,
I really
me
do.
too, man. And that's what I've seen out of Bryson, and I love
it's
watching
hard for
it.
these guys. It's super, super hard because you grew up playing this game that taught you etiquette.
Correct.
When you start out playing this game, it's about being polite and having etiquette. I let you hit first because you're further away. I wait for you to mark your ball. I wait. And this is a whole etiquette, this and that. If they get just take a little bit out of there, man. Just get a little bit away and let people show their emotion and show who they are. You could really drive the game of golf. And you could really increase its influence on younger people because, face it, man, you watch the finals, they show those guys talking shit to one another.
Oh, you can read their lips, and
They
you know
show-
what they're saying.
Read my lips? Did you read Colin Morikawa's lips when he made the birdie putt on the 18th? I loved it. But he kept it silent and didn't let anybody see it, but it's also individualized. It's so individualized. So he makes a birdie putt on the 18th. Morikawa was playing well. Every day he played well.
I thought he was going to win it, to be honest with you.
Every day he played well. You know what happened the last day? Couldn't make a birdie. You know when he made a birdie? 18. Made his first birdie yesterday on the 18th hole. Looks up, says, "Fuck my life." That's exactly what he said. You can read his lips.
He would have rather have missed it, so it would have made sense.
Yes, it would have made sense. But he's saying that because he just got done playing the final round, and he just now is gonna. And he would have probably, if that would have happened on the 6th or 7th hole, He'd have rattled off 4 or 5 birdies.
You're probably right about that.
But that's why he looked up and he was like, fuck my life. But it was great. It was great that I could see that and see the emotion in him and see the understanding in him. Like, but then, it goes to the same thing, guys. Y'all were just alike. We're just alike when it comes on a golf course. What's the first thing that you started talking about? How you were duck hooking this crap over here when 3 days ago when we were playing in league, you were hitting bombs straight off the tee. Couldn't miss a fairway.
It gets in your head, dude. It really does.
Couldn't miss a fairway. And it's just like, it's that split second. This guy played great golf. Really, he played great golf for 4 rounds. I don't care who you are. When you come out, you don't have a bogey all day long. You just can't seem to make a birdie putt for your life. And then on the 18th, you make one. Think about that. After you finally got done playing like shit all day long, you're 3 sheets to the wind, it's 18, and you hit a bomb drive right down the center after duck hooking everything.
That's kind of what happened.
It happens.
I started laughing.
Yeah, you laugh about it, but it's also what makes you want to come back the next day.
Absolutely.
It really
I
does.
don't want to do that stuff again.
I don't want to do what happened the first 17 holes.
Well, it was less than that, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. I want to do that, which I just did again.
Yeah, because I was playing pretty good there, and I'm like, I'm going to get it. My goal was to be under 78. That didn't fucking happen.
Yeah, well.
Started out like it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Didn't end like
then it got in your head.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then it got in your head. It happens to everybody. There can't be a listener out there that doesn't have the same feeling or have had the same feeling. It doesn't matter. It's the way it goes. It's the way golf game goes. Yeah. But the emotion, like you said, and the passion, I love to see that. I love to see that when there's a dog in the fight and you see the dog.
Yeah.
And, man, I will tell you this. He's the only guy that I miss after seeing that.
That's what I was telling you today. I miss watching him, man.
Because that dude was a dog in a fight yesterday.
Yes, he was.
And he wanted to be that top dog. And did you see him? He got off of 18. He walked straight to the range. Straight to the range and just crushing balls.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Yeah, dude. He was
like him.
Ready to rock and roll, man. But like you said before, didn't know Zander hit the ball that far.
Me
I didn't
neither.
know either. I had no clue.
Your girl Nelly Corda won again, dude.
I know.
She won the Mizuho American Open.
Good for her.
14.
14 under.
Wow.
She's on fire this year, dude.
Wow.
Absolute fire.
Jesus, man. That's just crazy.
Absolute fire.
You would think that there would be more publicity about she's actually doing.
Here we go with this. Look, let's get back to this. Okay.
Well, I mean,
now
I pull up headlines for sports. She's not on here.
I'm going to have a conversation with you that we have had before. If I can get these things fixed and hang them up, because now my frustration's setting in with you.
He's getting frustrated.
Here we go with this. You did this with the whole Caitlin Clark thing. Okay?
She had plenty of publicity.
Okay, but look. You get to this with the Caitlin Clark thing. Hold on now. Hold on. And you invited people to come and watch Caitlin Clark. Gotta watch Caitlin Clark. Gotta watch Caitlin Clark. Then I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, shit. I know where you're going.
Now that she's made it to the NBA, to the professional ranks.
Yes.
Have you watched
Not
any
so much
games?
interested anymore. Not so much interesting. I told you I liked it in college. It was fun.
Here we go. I liked it in college. Oh, God.
I mean, her first game, she did 10 turnovers. I was like, oh, shit.
I liked
this ain't good.
Here's your excuses. I liked it in college. I'm just going to go with...
This is Corda's 6th win in 7 starts. The only one she didn't win?
It's the one she skipped.
The one she skipped.
And
unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's on fire.
Crazy.
She's on fire.
I mean, that is just bonkers to me, man. She wins like that.
And all this talk last year. All this talk, and you even said it last year a bunch, about how Asian women have taken over.
I 100% will cop to that. Because normally it's an Asian winning.
It is.
Or a Korean.
Asian, isn't that the same thing? I think it's the same.
Can you call Korean an Asian?
They probably call themselves differently, but we're going to stick with that.
With Asian?
Asian.
Yeah.
How about, what would they call that? What would be Easterners? Can we call them Far East?
Ooh.
Kind of like Middle Easterners. You got Far Easterners. We're the Westerners.
Farther Easters?
Farthest.
Farthest Easters. Yeah, I don't think so.
For Easters.
Let's not go. Yeah, let's not do that.
You
Anyway,
think,
shout out
you
Nelly
think we
freaking Corder,
offended
man.
some people with that?
Keep playing, keep winning. Let's see if you can, win them all.
Yeah. Win them all. Chris isn't going to watch.
No, probably not. I'll watch
the highlights.
I'll watch the majors.
Shut up.
I watch the women's majors.
All right. You going to watch the WNBA playoffs?
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Right.
Actually,
All right. Everybody heard it.
We're all the WNBA.
We're all going to
playoffs,
call his
sure.
ass out.
I'll watch them if Caitlin Clark's in there.
If Caitlin Clark's in there, I'll watch.
I will watch them though. I mean, maybe. The problem is with them NBA games.
Here we go. Here's the problem.
They come on at like 2:00 on a Saturday.
Okay.
Nobody's fucking home unless you're, doing nothing with your life. Nobody's home at 2:00 on a Saturday. Not in the summer.
That's why they don't.
Even if you're home, you're like outside.
Do they have their championship and their finals in the summer?
I have no idea.
I mean, their regular season.
I'm talking about regular season games.
Their regular
right now.
season's right now. Yeah.
They come on at just the weirdest time.
Well, that's because those are the time slots they can get.
I know. Because they don't get enough credit.
Because nobody watches. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, 10 turnovers in her first game.
Yeah.
Great job. They only scored 33 points off of her 10.
She's on a bad team.
She's on a bad team.
Hey.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you what, man. And
What?
Where
Tell me what.
Where I grew up and where I live now is not the same. All right, there's a lot of NASCAR fans now where I live,
Oh, is there?
and a lot of people. I mean, they really get into it, and I never could. I did like the Dale Hart Jr. kind of guy, and I like his podcast. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty cool.
Maybe you could shout us out on our podcast.
But I'll tell you what, man. If these guys start fighting like they did this past weekend,
You're gonna
all the
start
time,
watching again.
I'm fucking in, dude.
Why wouldn't you?
I am in like Flynn, dude. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
This was and I didn't know, because I don't know anything about NASCAR. If our listeners do, they could educate us a little bit. This was an all-star race for $1 million.
What's an all-star race? Help me out.
We're not sure. I'm guessing the guys that has accumulated the most points throughout the year.
Is it a mid-season thing or a?
It seems like it's a mid-season thing, kind
almost
of like an all-star game.
Kind of like an all-star game,
But it's worth $1 million. So that's probably why they were all pissy and fought each other. But it was a pretty good fight. For a sports fight.
For a sports fight, there were some
Not
swings
bad.
in there.
There were some swings
There were
going
not only
on.
were there swings, but there were multiple people that got swinged on.
There was multiple people that got swinged on. Wow, man. I mean, okay.
But Kyle Busch has been known to get in a few fights.
Huh?
Kyle Busch.
Well, it seems like nobody likes him. He's always at the center of controversy.
Nobody likes because he's an asshole.
You're probably right.
Just like you.
And I would know something about that.
You would. A lot of people don't like you for
A lot
that
of people
reason.
will try to fight me all the time, and Jeff, don't let them.
I get it. I said, look, he's just an asshole. He doesn't mean anything by it. It's just a West Side thing, guys.
Yeah, whatever. That's pretty cool to see that, though. If NASCAR, you guys want to start fighting like that, hey, I guarantee you'll get more fans.
Yeah, you would. Actually, bring in the watermelon guy to throw watermelons at the
people?
fight. At people
I
while they're
like that.
fighting.
Yeah, I like that.
What
Or
if-
at their cars as they're going by.
Look, what if he would have came out from behind like a camera and you just see a watermelon and hit both of them in the
Start
face?
smashing people. That's hilarious. That is funny.
What?
Do you want to tell our people where they can find us?
Yeah, you
Like
can go
that,
ahead and do
Mrs.
that
Brown.
because I'm going to go ahead and get
I'm going to
myself.
get some beers.
Now you're going to get some beers.
You do that. That's your bit.
That's not my bit. It's just I'm the one who ends up doing it because you're always going to the bathroom. Jesus. So all of our listeners out there, thank you for all our subscribers. Thank you for our listeners. Our goal is to get to 500 subscribers. So please share, like, send our stuff around. Our videos are exclusively on YouTube now. So you'll be able to see us there. You'll be able to catch our podcast every week. Now, look, I know we haven't been, spot on with dropping it on the exact day, but we always try to get it in there for you on Tuesdays. That way we have a little bit of weekend recap of what's been going on. So if you've missed anything, you'll be able to catch up and see what's going on. So you can check us out on YouTube. Always on YouTube for our videos. On our podcast, always on YouTube. Search us up. OB from the 19th. C. Dizzle and myself, Jeff. Like I said, we want to thank you. And the goal is to get to that 500 subscribers. Big shout out to P3, Professional Property Partners. Yeah, we do that too. Big shout out to Miller Family Auto Group. Nobody sells cars the way we do. Period. So, yeah, if you can, get on there, like us, subscribe, share us. Please share us to your friends, to your family. The goal is to get to 500 subscribers, and we're trying to get to 500 subscribers before our next podcast, which takes a lot.
Whew, that's a big push there, buddy.
It's tough, but we've moved into...
I think we're at 4 right now.
Well, we got four. I think 3 because somebody unsubscribed.
I think we're at 152 last time I seen.
Somebody unsubscribed, took us down to 3. So we've got a ways to go. But, hey... We're making progress.
They unsubscribed after we started doing video.
Look, we're making progress. We've got video now. Unfortunately, we don't have a program to separate our audio and video, so we can't continue to put it on Spotify or Amazon Podcast, which we're going to find a way to do so.
We will. Once
we get our production up a little bit more. So we should have a little bit more production come next podcast, too.
We do. We're working on some things, maybe even a little golf outing. We're kind of...
I would love to do the golf outing
together here.
I'd love to do the golf outing.
It's going to be a Knickers only tournament.
And I think that's going to be awesome.
Knickers only tournament. You must wear the knickers to participate.
So we got to get some.
We're still working out the details and
working out details. Got to get some flyers out there. We need some sponsors. If any of you guys have businesses or business owners that would like to sponsor a hole, we'll absolutely throw them in there. If they want to throw in some stuff for prizes, door prizes, giveaways, those kinds of things.
Yep. What you think about that? I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All proceeds go to P3 and Miller Family Auto.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Next golf tournament, Charles Schwab.
The
Schwab. Like my cotton Schwab Q-tips. I bet that's who makes my Q-tips.
Charles Schwab?
Yeah.
Schwab does not
Schwab
make...
families? No.
Did you say Schwab family?
Schwab family. No. Anyway. Colonial Country Club in Fort Worth, Texas.
Schwab family. Makes my cotton.
It is a $150 million purse. No, it's not.
It's not a $150 million purse. God damn. Okay. So, it's Colonial. It's at Colonial.
Yes, it is.
It's a Charles Schwab.
Yes.
But it's not a $150 million purse. It's probably a $10 million
probably
purse.
$10 million. That's when I like it. You're right.
Colonial is in Texas.
No, nobody has won a T-shirt, so nobody still has had a
Nobody's picked right. And then again, you haven't picked right either.
No.
Maybe we should pick 2 people at this rate.
Maybe a parlay action.
Maybe if our pick comes in the top 5. Nah. I still like the win.
You got to have a win.
I like to go for the win.
You got to have a win.
I like to go for the win. So it's Charles Schwab. It is in Texas. It's at Colonial.
Yes.
I don't know much about this course. It's old. It's been around a while.
It's an old golf course. I don't know too much about it other than it's been around a long time.
We don't know any.
You do know it's in Texas. I mean, it's probably going to be hotter than shit.
It
this
is.
time of year.
It is. We don't have any yardages. Nothing, huh?
No, I do not.
Oh, that's good. So you did 0 research before we came in here and let the podcast loose.
Let the podcast loose?
Loose.
Oh, loose.
Let it loose.
I didn't do any research on this, on the golf course itself. No, I did not. No, I apologize.
I understand that we've tried to incorporate a lot of golf in our podcast. Even our pod wall has a lot of golf. And I want to apologize for Chris's lack of motivation when it comes to doing any of his research.
I'm very motivated. Just I didn't motivate myself to look at the yardage on this golf course.
Yeah.
I just knew who my pick is.
How do you know your pick when you don't know the yardage, you don't know the course?
I don't need to.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm picking a chin. Any man that can get out of jail. Do some yoga in that jail cell.
Come out and shoot a 66.
Come out and shoot a 66 with all that going on. This man's a killer.
Write this down.
He's from Texas.
PGA. That is
Charles Schwab.
that was me. Nope. C-Diz. Nope. All right, now we're on to the Charles Schwab. Do you spell that S-W-A-B-B like a swab?
SCHWAB. Too fast.
Like swab.
$9.1 million purse.
Okay, 9-1. Of course, you're going with Scottie Sweet Chin.
I'm going with the Sweet Chin music on this one. I really am.
C-Diz. Sweet Chin music.
Yep. We got
Sweet Chin music. I've already got my pick. I'm going Billy Boats.
I had a feeling he was going to pick him.
Billy Boats. So that's Billy Horschel for me.
Who do you guys got out there?
Sweet Chin music for you. Let us know who you got. Send us a message. Put it in our comments.
Good luck. If you pick the right
Good
winner,
luck.
we'll
You
get
pick
you a
one, you get a T-shirt. We got our logo, our branding now from whoever has done that for us. What the
That
heck?
one person.
Yep, that one person that
Lives
did it
down that way.
down the way. Yep, did our branding, our logo. We got it on T-shirts. We got the hold the finish on there. So good luck to any of you guys that win. If you don't put it in the comments, you don't win. So you got to put comments in there to win. Hop on the YouTube. Give us your pick. Who's your pick going to be? Who's going to win this week? Let us know. What's wrong with putting in something to get a free T-shirt, guys? Unless you don't like my guy across from me, I get
I don't
it.
blame you.
But just blank him out. I know he's on the screen now. Just blank him out.
Blank it out. And just
See, what I tend to do is I tend to take a piece of paper and I put it over that portion, and that keeps his face away.
Just
Do that.
close your eyes and
Do that
listen
if
to
you don't
this
like it.
sweet voice. It's serenading. Songbird of my
Play it when you're
generation,
making
man.
love.
Yeah, exactly.
Play it when you're going down the road.
We got Charles Schwab. Then we go to the Canadian Open, which probably nobody's going to play in. Then we go Memorial U.S. Open Travelers. I mean, them are.
I don't like that the U.S. Open is so close behind the Memorial because I think the Memorial should be elevated.
It's $20 million purse. It is elevated.
Well, I think it should be bigger.
I agree with you. I agree. I think. Have they ever did a major there?
No, it's just the Memorial. That's that one golf course has always held the Memorial.
They can't like.
It's another one of Jack's.
Yeah, I know that, but
No, I mean they wanted to change. They've always wanted to make the Memorial major, but they have enough majors. You make it an
all U.S.
elevated-
Opens are played on non-country club golf courses.
Correct. I believe so.
I think that's right.
And they're always link style courses anyway, most of the time.
Bethpage Black and stuff like that. Is that? I mean, that's in the woods.
No, Bethpage Black wasn't in the woods. It had trees,
It's
but it was tall. Tall grass. You have tall, whatever.
they should have every tournament like the U.S. Open. Make it hard. Like we
They
discussed.
can't. They can't
Like we discussed.
because you have to have majors. But do I think they should be able to go to 21 under in a major? No.
They tore that golf course up, and that shocked both of us. And I think it's because it rained.
It rained. It was soft.
So that's the next tournament. Charles Schwab. I got Scottie Sweet Chin music.
Yep. I got Billy Boats.
He's got Billy Boats. Who you guys got? Let us know. Let us know how you feel.
Can't win if you don't put anything in the comments, y'all.
Yeah, you can't win if you don't do that.
And look, you
It's
can
never gonna
check us
happen.
on YouTube Music too. If you're used to getting your podcast from a podcast provider like Spotify or like Amazon Podcast or like Google Podcasts, places like that where you're just listening to the radio and you're not seeing video, it's okay. Go to YouTube Music, check out our podcast there. And the video won't be there, the audio will be there. That's just what YouTube does for you.
Yeah.
YouTube Music, check
Let's
it out.
get into
there.
these NBA finals, man. And you kind of called this Indianapolis team. I don't remember our picks. They were a couple weeks ago. I didn't write them down because I never do.
I didn't write them down either. I just started writing the stuff down last week.
I'm pretty sure me and you both picked Indy to win.
I'm pretty sure I might have, but I don't think you did.
I think I did too.
No, you weren't on the Indy train at that point.
And
We've
I'm really
discussed it.
still not, because I mean they got a tough matchup coming their way against Boston, man.
We've discussed how you haven't been on the Indy train and how you just recently came to the Indy train.
I'm really not on their train right now.
And now you like running trains?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's tough. That's gonna be
It's
tough.
gonna be tough for them to beat Boston.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. I mean,
I believe
it really
so.
is.
But it could just be, it could be that dark horse, man.
Could be, but I just think the East is like, I don't think they have a chance against any one of these West teams.
Boston's pretty tough.
I understand Boston's pretty tough, but so is Dallas and Minnesota. That's going to be a fun playoff to watch, I believe. I know as much as you don't like watching Luka Doncic.
I don't.
I know you don't, but
I don't. I just think they haven't found a good matchup yet. Once you find a team that matches up well with them,
yeah,
I don't think there'll be much.
Minnesota
of
played their heart out against Denver, man. They really did.
Yeah, they
come
did.
back from like 20 points, man.
And back 20 points down.
Wow, that Anthony Edwards kid, he is a superstar.
He's a stud. He had a bad first
Did you
half.
see him pumping that crowd up?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
He told that one old guy, he might have been an owner, he's like, watch what I'm about ready to do. And he kind of took over there at the end, man. He didn't miss some shots, but he still took over the game.
He still took over the game.
Yeah.
He changes the game.
Yes, he does. And he's a superstar, and the kid's only 22 years old.
Oh, he's a superstar.
Wow.
Straight up superstar.
Impressive. Shout out to Anthony Edwards, man.
Yeah.
You're a dog, dude.
Did well.
I love
Did
seeing
well.
and he has that
I'll tell you who I love
passion that
seeing.
we're talking about.
I'll tell you who I love seeing. The Cat. Carl Anthony Towns. I love to see him
He
on
played
the team.
his ass off.
I like to see him on a team that's doing good.
Yes, and they called some ticky-tack fouls on him. He got in foul trouble.
Yeah, they called some.
But he's been playing his ass off, man.
He's been a stud ever since he came in. He just never had anybody to do it with.
Is he a Kentucky guy?
Yeah.
Well, imagine that.
Imagine.
He's a stud, though. He
He's a
is,
stud.
and he really is finding his own way, man, with this. And I love the aggression. I like when they take it all the way to the fucking hoop instead of just stopping and looking for that jumper or something like that. Like, go.
You like in the paint, slam it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Go. I love that shit.
I like
man.
it.
I mean, that's where you see your dunks and your
I like
highlights.
it. Well, that's where
He can shoot too.
and that's where it gets physical.
I heard a stat. He was like, I think he's leading the playoffs in 3-point percentages.
Who?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Carl Anthony Towns. Yeah, he can shoot from the outside for a big guy.
Man.
He's just a big lanky guy, man.
He can play.
He can play.
He's gonna be a hard matchup, man.
He's a hard matchup no matter what. The problem is nobody could really guard the Joker. Nobody could. Couldn't find anybody to guard him. The French
kept him at bay, but
he could, but he still
got 40.
Still pushed Gobert around.
Yeah,
still pushed because Gobert's too small, not small height wise, but strength wise.
Freaking good, man. Damn, he's good.
Well, he gets away with a lot of shit too.
He does get away with a lot of shit. You're right.
He gets away with a lot of bullshit pushes and elbows that he throws, dude. Like, and I don't like that because other guys aren't getting away with it, but he gets away with it all the time. All the time. They treat him a little bit better than what the refs do than what they treat other people, especially Cat. They don't give him any slack. They don't give Cat any slack.
He doesn't get any slack.
No.
None. He will as time progresses.
What do you mean? He's been in the league for a while.
Oh, you talking about Carl Anthony Towns? My bad.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about
Ant?
Ant. Yeah,
No.
I'm getting Cat, Ant.
Cat,
I got him confused. They're kind of similar.
It's very similar. 3 letters.
Just spelled different.
Same letters, almost.
Oh, just jumbled up.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Timberwolves, man. Like to see you playing, and I think you're going to win. That's my pick to win it.
That's a good pick.
Are we picking? You just want to pick this?
Now let's pick the series.
Let's pick the series, and then we'll come back and do the finals.
No. Let's pick them all right now, and see how far we can go. And if we can't go, then we pick again.
I got Boston over Indy.
Write you down here. NBA. Boston over Indy. Okay.
I got T-Wolves over the Mavs.
And you got T-Wolves.
I got T-Wolves winning it all.
And the T-Wolves. Okay. Winner. All right. So I'm going to go. I'm gonna pick the Pacers over Boston.
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna pick the Pacers over.
I honestly think they can win, dude. If they can win they can win one in Boston.
I'm gonna pick the T-Wolves. And I'm gonna pick the Pacers.
Whoa, he's going full Pacers? Wow, that's a stretch there. Is that why you're wearing that yellow shirt today?
I wore the yellow shirt today, but I didn't realize it's not very slimming.
You did say that. We got started. He says, "Man, this yellow shirt makes me look fat."
Makes me look fat as fuck.
I said, "It's not the shirt, bud.
Yeah, I need to.
It's your face.
Yeah, it's my face. It's a little bit of everything.
My bad.
I need to wear black every time we're on here for the video. As a matter of fact, can I get a black sheet? Just wrap myself in it, please.
That's hilarious, man. You know what we got, and I don't know anything about it. You might. We got coming up this weekend, and one of these years I might go because you told me how cool it was. The Indianapolis 500.
Indy 500, yeah, we do. It's coming up this weekend.
Now
man.
I don't know how do they find. Okay, so you know a lot more about this.
Not really.
What's the difference between Indy and F1? Besides, the cars.
Cars are different.
Is it? Are they not as fast?
They're not set up to go fast through turns.
Okay, because they're more
Not
straightaways.
No. I take that back. No. They're not as fast as F1 cars. They're smaller in length than F1 cars.
Okay.
Still open wheel cars. But I think they run on different cylinders. Different cylinders. I don't think they run. It's not the same type of motor.
So they're not as fast.
Not as fast.
Huh.
Not as fast. Still very fast. Not as fast top speed, but still very fast. And of course, for this, it's just an oval track, so it's just set up for that.
I don't hear anything about what is the Indy 500. What is it's not
500
NASCAR.
miles.
What is it?
Indy 500 is the open wheel race.
That's what it's called, open wheel racing, or like what's the league?
The Indy 500 has always been open wheel.
No, that's not what I'm saying. So you got NASCAR, F1.
Yeah.
What is
Indy?
It's called Indy Series.
I think
or
it's
Indy.
I don't know.
You know what what it's the whole sport called?
It's always Indy cars.
So it's called IndyCar.
Yeah, it's always been Indy cars, and I think it's always been open wheel cars. I think.
So did IndyCar start in Indiana?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm just throwing this out here.
I don't know. You're asking me questions that I don't have answers to. I'm not an IndyCar enthusiast.
No, I'm not saying that you are, but you have been to the Indianapolis 500, correct?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I know anything about it.
Okay, you didn't pick up anything other than food and beers while you're there?
Yeah.
Maybe never mind.
Maybe a
STD. Still holding on to that one, man. Damn. Never has gone away.
Never has gone away. I just keep giving it.
It's the gift that keeps on giving,
buddy.
God,
no, other than that, I think it's just I think it started, a long time ago in the 50s, I think.
Okay. With
open wheel cars. And back then you had open wheel cars that were more European back then. European on your face, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Open wheels, you had the Ferraris back then and the Audis and the Porsches. And
do they have cars in Indy?
It's all so regulated now. They all look the same. They're all exactly the same. It's like NASCAR. They put a badge on there, but put a Honda badge on there or put a Chevrolet badge.
Right. But they probably all use the same motor.
Ultimately, it's a damn sponsor. Yeah, they probably all use Honda motors. I mean,
gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to watch it or anything, but live, I would probably, go watch that.
Oh, absolutely. Cool. Absolutely. Especially if you can get into the grandstands where you're across from the other grandstands, that's what makes it even cooler there. Because they've got the grandstands on this side and then the grandstands right here on the start-finish line. So you got two spots where you're seeing the start-finish. The downside is if you're on this side of the grandstands, you can't see them go around.
Gotcha.
You can only see them coming through.
Yeah.
That's it. But, I mean, it's it's a tradition kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
a big deal.
I know, like the tradition is like they drink milk after they win and kiss the bricks or whatever like that.
How they kiss the yeah.
There's like a row of bricks or whatever in that track.
Brickyard 500 does that. Yeah,
That's not the Indy.
yeah. That's that in. It's the same place. Yeah.
Also, they have the Indy 500 and the Brickyard at.
I don't know if they do the Brickyard anymore or not, but I know they did. Same thing.
Just something had my curiosity,
Kissing
folks.
bricks,
If you want to explain a little more about the Indy Cup.
Or, give him some comments and tell him to do a little research before he brings shit up.
I was trying to think that I was thinking that you might know a little something more than
Nothing.
how to smoke dirt cigarettes and drink beers, but I was wrong.
I know how to smoke heaters, drink some beers,
I was wrong.
and do that shit. That's about it. What else do you want me to do?
So there was a, I don't know, I know you didn't see it because we talked about it, but Tyson Fury had a boxing match.
I know.
He got beat, man, and
I heard he got beat.
he got beat.
I didn't watch it.
He's been
And
around
I've
a
watched-
long time, man.
I've watched the last two Tyson Fury fights and paid for them.
Yeah.
Loved every second of them.
Yeah.
Loved them. Well, no, I can't say that. I didn't much like the one where he fought, what's his name?
Ngannou?
Ngannou. I thought
That was
dumb.
a spectacle kind of deal.
Yeah, and I don't think he was quite prepared for that.
Kind of hard to be prepared for that kind of man.
Did he look like? And I didn't watch any of it. Didn't even see the highlight.
He said he was playing around with him a bunch, but dude was catching him. He's beating
Did
him
it
up.
look like he was halfway in shape for this one?
He never does. He never does.
Did he look light on his feet for
He always does.
a long time though? A long time though.
He's always bouncing around and.
But even a long time, even when he's gotten to the later rounds,
Yeah.
was he bouncing around? Okay.
I think it was the last round where they stopped the fight. He was ready to go. The ropes was holding him up.
The ropes always hold him up.
But he was ready to go. He was
Really?
Dusky. Oh yeah, he was.
I wonder if
Dusky.
there's a rematch in their claws. They
I
got
don't know,
claws
but man. I'll tell you, this dude, and I've watched it a couple times, man. Watch when he sits up like the Undertaker against Deontay Wilder. have you seen the highlight? I mean, have you watched that? It is the bizarrest thing, man. Dude is sleeping, and he just pops up like the Undertaker, man, and goes on to fucking bust his eardrum and beats him.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Was it a good fight?
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
It was decent.
It was decent.
Yeah, I watched highlights.
Is the Usyk dude? Is he a big dude? Is he?
He's not as big. Tyson Fury's he's like a 7-foot son of a bitch, man.
Yeah, I know. All the people that keep fighting.
Dude
are
was
big
smaller
dudes.
than him. He was shorter than him. Maybe not as
Fat.
thick. He was more in shape. We'll just say that.
All right. Wonder if there's going to be.
So
be
they
a
asked him
rematch.
about it. Do you think this fight, this loss, is going to hurt your legacy? He says, "I'm here to get paid, laid, and get out of here. That's all I'm interested in. Providing for me family, paying me bills, looking after me wife, and having a peaceful life." He don't give a fuck.
Oh, he's been paid.
He's been paid.
He's been paid. He don't give a shit.
He's
now.
turned his life around, man. He's tried to commit suicide a couple times.
Yeah.
Dude. Drug overdose. He was like
Yep.
400 fucking pounds.
Well, once he becomes not so popular,
yeah, he's
he'll
gonna go back to
he'll
that.
probably do that again. Unfortunately,
You know, be him fight his dad. His dad is a mean son of a bitch, man.
I see the highlight of his dad.
God damn, he's always headbutting
Headbutting
things and
some
punching-
guy.
Yeah, split his head open, headbutting
I
him.
seen the highlight of that.
You know what? This is like the typical gypsy family, and he's the clan leader.
Yeah.
He's the one fighting first. Like, got his hands out here. Come after me, family.
Come after me, family. You've got me to deal with.
Those gypsies, they
Do me a favor.
They have like clan fights.
Can you do me a favor and don't ever do that accent again? That
Oh,
voice.
I thought it sounded pretty good.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. It sounded really good.
Yeah.
I just couldn't look at you when you were doing it.
It's hard for me to look at you all the time. It's just horrible. It's bad.
What else you got? You got anything else? What's going on over there?
Got these heartbreaking Reds, man. What are we doing here, Jeff? In the last 10 games, 3-7.
Know what the latest?
19-28. Yeah. Barry Larkin,
19.
I know you're listening because why wouldn't you?
Right. Why wouldn't you?
Please have them fire, and I'm now on the fire.
Are you on? Are you finally on the fire manager?
Something's got to change.
Well, and the only thing you can change at this point, because you spent $60 million in the offseason
Yep.
on people that don't play,
Yep.
is your manager.
Fire the manager
And get rid of Crawl.
and get rid of Weirdo
Get him
Crawl.
out of there, man.
Barry Larkin, please come help and bring King Griffey Jr. as your batting coach.
Ken Griffey Jr. is never coming back to
Please
Cincinnati.
bring Jose Rijo as your pitching coach.
Jose Rio.
Make
Jose
some moves.
Rio, look.
Somehow make Pete Rose your bench coach.
Jose Rio probably weighs 900 pounds off, and he eats nothing but Skyline chili over in another
Dominican
country.
Republic
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, come
God,
on,
we
man.
need to
Jose
fire
Rio,
everybody.
come on.
I'm serious right now, dude.
Look, you do.
Because this is getting carried away. It's
I
getting carried away, dude.
Look, I had this talk with you before, and when I said you got a lightning rod, and when I meant a lightning rod, you got Ellie De La Cruz is a lightning rod.
He's a star.
I will go watch him,
Yes.
but right now I won't.
Why would you on this team?
I won't.
No.
I won't watch it right now. Now, if you made a change right now, if you axed him, brought in, who are they going to bring in? Not your guys. Let's be real.
You said something that is real.
What?
He used to play for us.
Who?
He used to manage the Cubs.
Oh, David Ross? I think it'd be a good call. Paul O'Neill be a good call.
Oh God, you said that too. Paul O'Neill's don't want to. He don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, he probably doesn't. But David Ross probably would. David Ross, that'd be good. Or what about
What about the old mean black coach from the Houston Texans? What was his name?
Corky Miller.
They had said, and I remember he played it. He was going to be a good coach one day.
He does coach. I
Good
think
manager.
he coaches down in AA. Corky Miller. You bring in Corky. I need somebody that's not a player's coach.
Yeah, no, we do not.
Somebody that can lead a group of young men.
Because this team is too young to have a player's coach.
What about John Calipari?
What about this bulldog here? What about James Bond?
He can lead young men to the promised land, which is payday. For Calipari, the promised land for his players is a payday.
We're not talking. Get real now.
But anyway, David Ross, I think, is a good pick.
I do too. I don't know if he's currently managing anybody.
I don't know anybody at this point. Hell, bring Sabo's daughter in there. I don't care.
But bring Marty Brennan in.
Oh
there,
God,
man.
don't bring him in there.
No? Oh.
Jeez, oh Pete. No, he just likes to hear himself talk.
He's good at it.
Yeah. No, they do
Tracy
need.
Jones.
No, God.
You love him.
You want to talk about somebody that loves to hear themselves talk? Jesus Christ, no. Not gonna bring in Tracy Jones, but they
we
need
need
to
a
just,
change for sure.
Look, we're gonna fire top down right now today. I don't give a shit. You guys can go. You know what, fellas? Make the own lineup. Okay, make your own lineup for the next few days till we find somebody, because I don't really care.
See what you guys know. Huh?
Yeah, no shit. Apparently,
win.
Yeah.
Whatever
Maybe
we're
we can
doing is
win.
not working.
Yeah.
We feed you well. We pay you well.
Can we get a win?
You got stars.
Well, you got
A lot of them aren't playing.
You got you got a star, and you got a lot of people that Nick Kroll paid money for who aren't playing. $60 million in payroll. $60 million in payroll. We paid Mike Moustakas $18 million to go away.
Bye-bye. Here's a nice parting gift.
Yeah, paid all these other guys who don't play or are on AAA or are hurt or have a PED suspension because they're idiots and are still getting paid. I mean, it's just
Horseshit. It's horseshit.
come
It's
on.
not good for the city, man. It's really not.
It's really not. Especially Joey Glass is probably going to go down again,
Oh, God.
and it's just going to be.
Joey Glass is back in action.
Oh, he's back in action.
He's back in action.
Did you see him flick 90 yards?
Yes, I did. You see the new haircut?
Flicked it. Now, is it a?
Long.
Is it a?
He's going. I think he's going for a bun.
Is he going for the party in the rear, business in the front, party in the rear?
I like Joey Burrow. Shout out Joey Burrow.
Anyway, Joey Glass probably go down, and the only hope that we've got is maybe they'll bring a WNBA team that Chris will watch.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Maybe we should switch to Cyclones hockey.
They win.
A lot. A lot. Maybe we should switch to that. They also have dollar beer nights.
They do have
Shout out Pabst
hot
Blue
dogs,
Ribbon.
too. Right?
Pabst Blue Ribbon, dollar beers.
Yeah, you told me it was Pabst Blue Ribbon. I was out.
You're so picky when it comes to beer. If it's a dollar beer, it's a dollar beer.
There's a reason it's $1 beer.
Because it'll get you drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink enough of them, buddy. It's just like them milk trays you're drinking. You got to drink 47 of those.
Glass, did you see the Bengals schedule?
I did take a glance at it, but I really don't care.
Why don't you care? You're not going to watch the games?
I'll watch the games, but I really don't care. He's going to get hurt.
Got a bunch of primetime games, dude. Thursday night games, Sunday night games, Monday night games.
Good. Good for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Maybe their GM will come help the Reds.
Duke Tobin? I think he's the...
I don't know who it is.
He doesn't have that name because Mike Brown's never going to give somebody a manager
I don't know.
or that title. Because
Mike Brown doesn't even have anything to do with it anymore. It's his daughter that runs it all. Which is a good thing because that's when everything turned around.
That's very true. It seemed like when he stepped back and let Daughter and Tobin take over, they started
Everything
winning.
started changing.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything started changing.
You're exactly right, man.
Back onto the Reds. Please
Okay.
get rid of Nick Kroll.
Would you be happy if they got rid of Nick Kroll, not the manager?
No.
So you want them both gone?
I want them both gone.
Gotcha.
Well,
And
first
I think
of all,
that should happen. Honestly, I think it should happen. They
Kroll's-
need to do something now.
Kroll's
to
the guy
stop
that hired
this
him.
fucking bleeding. Because it's not good.
no.
I don't even want to watch him because it's stupid.
I'll watch a couple innings, but
Yeah, and then next thing you know, it's 6-0.
and I get it. This past series, you're playing a lot of West Coast teams. You're playing a lot of good teams. You know, Dodgers are good. Straight up,
One.
they're good.
Yeah, they are good.
They're good.
Stacked.
They're good.
Yes, they are.
I get that. Okay, I understand that. But here's your other thing. You've got, like I told you before, a lightning rod. You got a lightning rod, and if he doesn't make the All-Star team, it's because it's seriously because of your record, and your record directly reflects your GM and your head coach. I don't care who you are, because you can't get rid of the guys you're paying millions of dollars to. It just don't work.
Nope. You got to get.
Nobody wants them because they suck. So it's time. Make the change. Make the change. Let's see what you got. At least if you make the change, you give your fans a little bit of hope. Probably put a few more butts in the seat.
It'd shake the team up a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. What are we doing here?
Exactly. Can I get somebody that's not a player-friendly guy
Right.
for all these young guys that still need a leader? Can I get a leader in here, please? Where's Lou Piniella when I need him?
Yeah, I mentioned Lou Piniella. Lou Pinella's a little too old, but he'd spark him. He'd fight one of these motherfuckers to get him going.
Yeah, he would. What's that guy? What did you call? What do you say? The black guy for the Texas Rangers? Is that
Ron
him?
Washington.
Ron
I think.
Washington.
Yeah.
I think Ron Washington's with the Nationals, isn't he?
I don't know, but he seems like a fire.
He
like
coaches
a
the
firecracker.
I think he coaches Washington.
He seems like
Washington or Philly?
He'd sit there and talk to you like this with a cigarette jumping up and down.
Jumping up and down in his
Big old
mouth, yeah?
long Marbury 100.
Marbury 10 million. Yeah, hopefully they make a change and they do something. I haven't been to a game all year.
Me neither.
And
It was not too long ago. We was like, let's go watch these Reds teams, and now it's completely out of my system.
Yeah, the only thing that really piques my interest when it comes to Reds, Great American Ballpark, is the golf thing.
Is the what?
Is the golf thing where you can
The only
hit
thing
off
that
the
piqued
upper
my
deck.
interest is when the chairman said that he could get us free tickets to the boat thing.
Yeah, but he hasn't done that yet. So
No, he talks a lot.
he talked a lot about it.
And he talks a lot.
You know,
I hope you're having fun out there.
I hope he is having fun.
Hope you're having fun out there on your sailboat in Virginia
Sailboat.
Beach.
In a
somewhere.
sailboat money.
Probably hunting great white sharks. Wouldn't doubt
Yeah,
it.
hunting them. He's got so much money. He doesn't hunt them. They cage them for
They
him.
cage 'em.
And then when he comes up with his spear
Yeah.
under the water, they release the shark and say, "Ooh, ooh, boss, boss, boss."
Right
there it is.
boss.
And then he throws the spear.
Got it.
probably misses him, and then another guy
throws the real one.
throws a real one at him and says, "Good job, boss."
Good job, man.
Yep,
You're so good,
You're
boss.
so good. You're real good at that. But I hope he's having a fantastic time. I don't miss him.
No,
I'm sure you do.
Wish I was on vacation with you.
Yeah, I hope you're having fun, man.
Some of us can't afford 15, 20 vacations every summer.
Yeah, no, I hope you're having fun. We could use a little more production help.
We thought he was going to help us, but
Since we've got more cameras and we've got this video switcher thingamathinger,
yeah,
nobody knows how to work. We have them.
it's there though. It's
there.
got all its buttons still.
It's got all the buttons. It just doesn't have anything plugged into it. So we're just going to leave it there, and I'm going to just toggle this little duty back and forth. I don't know what it does, but
Just keep toggling
back and forth. Right behind the ripstick.
Ooh, I like that. By the next
Check your
podcast,
swing mount, bro.
we will have a lot more stuff up here. I just got to go through my stuff in my garage. I started that process Sunday, and I didn't finish.
Sounds about right.
Got a little too hot, and the beer started tasting good.
It was
I'm
so
just gonna
hot on
sit here and
Sunday.
watch this basketball game
So hot on Sunday.
in front of this fan with my shirt off.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
No, but remember, guys.
Yep.
Some hot days are coming.
Right.
It's hot Sunday. It's a little moist out there. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little hard for me to hold on to that club like I wanted to.
I'm sure it was.
Club started sweating.
Sweating. Duck hooks started showing up.
Duck hooks started showing up, and
Beer trays were flowing.
beer trays were flowing. And as the duck hooks was showing their ugly fucking heads like they do with me, it's bad.
God.
It's like your STD. You just can't get rid of it.
You can't get rid of it. It
just
just
keeps
shows up.
pussing sometimes.
One day it
It's like
just-
a big open sore in your swing.
It
what
is. It's like a pulsing.
Try to clear your mind, as I was unable to do. Don't do what I did and take the last swing into the next swing. Bad news. You get all tense. And then you stop holding the finish. And that's exactly what I did. So from me to you, when you're out there and you're sweating, make sure you powder, pre-powder, by the way.
Pre-powder. Medicated or non?
Non-medicated.
We don't need the cooling effect.
Cooling can burn.
The cooling turns into
can burn
burning.
sometimes, especially on them open sores.
Ooh, yes, that's true. I can't use those.
No, don't do that.
Not with what I got.
Don't do that, and don't flush wipes down the.
Don't flush wipes.
Don't flush wipes.
Just because they say they're flushable, please don't flush
do that. But what you need to do is you need to hold on to that club. Hold on to it like a little baby duckling or something.
Yeah.
Not too firm. You don't want to crush its neck,
Like a baby raccoon.
but you don't want to let it go and it could get ran over or something.
That's
You
true.
don't want that. Baby raccoon.
Baby
too.
raccoon.
Watch me. I like that.
Yeah.
Gird your loins. Okay. Get into your inner self.
Wait a minute. What is girding my loins?
Gird your loins. Swing through the ball, not at the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And hold that finish.
Hold that finish.
Hold that finish till next week when we come back and talk about more dumb topics that are like BBs bouncing around in an empty shipping container in our heads. But they are topics nonetheless that we like to talk about.
Topics nonetheless.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.